no fear. The evolution of money is here. Guys, there's a big debate on social media this morning about HBAR, Chainlink, and the future of SWIFT. Angelica is always on fire with the information, and there's a massive debate within these comments. You have got to see this. Also, I'll show you why Telcoin is the future.
Right? Because what we're seeing with the question of interoperability
and why HBAR might be one of the biggest opportunities in cryptocurrency. Check this out.
The question of interoperability is a little bit more tricky, right?
Actually, first, before I start the video, it started like this. This actually called an article. Basically right here, SWIFT adopts Hedera tech across 3 continents. SWIFT adopts HBAR tech across 3 continents. And actually, Angelica was highlighted within this news article. So that would send me down the rabbit hole. SWIFT shocks the world. And I would say so. You guys got to see this.
The question of interoperability is a little bit more tricky, right? Because what we're seeing with stablecoins is this explosion of new types of financial instruments, which is fantastic, but it also increases complexity enormously. Yeah. And so how do you simplify that so you make sure that there's still a stable flow, right? And you make sure that everybody can access this, because right now that is definitely not the case, right? You certainly have different sectors that are using it heavily and some sectors that are not using it at all, but that should be using it. So I think in terms of, we've focused a lot on financial fragmentation and how to reduce that. And it's not just a story about one company doing it. It has to be a collaborative effort. One of the things that we're doing is working very heavily on digital public infrastructure. And this is interesting because this is the idea that you have institutions and you have governments which traditionally have not built payment rails, right? Payment rails are often built by the private sector.
Okay.
And sort of backed up by the public sector. Okay. And now we see the public sector saying, oh, there's all these things going on. We actually have to be involved in this. And you see this movement of national payment systems, of different regulations about AI and DLT and stablecoins. We've done a lot of POCs, kind of live trials to understand.
POC is proof of concept.
And where the different
That's going to be important shortly.
Pressure points are and where the frictions are and how they can be addressed.
Yeah. And 2025, you've got a lot of live trials coming up, because we were talking to your team last week.
A lot of trials
coming up
for SWIFT. A lot of live trials coming up for SWIFT. If you guys don't know, SWIFT is the largest payment system on the planet. And this is like, since I've been in crypto since 2017, it's always said that Ripple would replace SWIFT. But it seems like SWIFT is trialing multiple blockchains. And you guys are going to see why also. Now, cross-border and more was fueling growth of crypto payments. And this is Xrzillas DiCaprio, and she's the head of SWIFT. You guys see that right there. We got WorldPay, Australian Payment Plus. So pretty much the who's who in payments right there. But as you scroll through this, and actually how I found that is because of this article. SWIFT adopts Hedera tech across 3 continents. At HederaCon, SWIFT made a groundbreaking announcement. So I was reading this article this morning. It's confirmed plans to integrate Hedera's cutting-edge technology for financial transactions across North America, Europe, and Asia. This game-changing move shared by Dylan, Chief Executive Officer at Tashi, signals major leap for HBAR. SWIFT backs Hedera for global financial transformation. SWIFT backs Hedera, which is HBAR. SWIFT, the backbone of the international banking processing, has an astonishing 150 trillion annually. That's big numbers. Over 400 billion per day, surpassing the combined GDP of most countries. Its decision to participate with Hedera isn't just Its decision to partner with Hedera isn't just a pat on the back. It's a stamp of approval from an institution trusted by banks worldwide. This trust could open the door for Hedera to become the go-to solution for other financial players. Well, this is the most important. This puts HBAR in the driver's seat for growth. Whoa. Now guys, you remember when we were doing research on HBAR at 4 cents, and the partnerships for HBAR has always been quite ridiculous. Now as I was going through this article, I realized that wow, they actually highlighting Angelica's information here. Now you guys know we talked about Angelica allowing the show. She does amazing research. SWIFT shocks the world. Bank trials with HBAR in 2025. So I was like, whoa, that's a big deal right there. So then I actually went to the main article, and actually it's kind of interesting because she's on fire with the research here. And then this is one of the things about Twitter that's always caught me kind of weird is like somebody will come on there and they want to correct your information on your post. Like this guy says, this is completely false. Swift is not building on blockchain. They are building on Chainlink. Like she's actually just highlighting the fact that this Swift in HBAR, because she's already covered Chainlink and Swift, and she's actually doing her news like where she's covering maybe just one company at a time, and then somebody wants to come on there and shine on her news. Swift is not building on blockchain. They're building on Chainlink. Run. So he put that on there, which this is actually a really good video, don't get me wrong. But then Angelica says, global banks use Swift for trial, live digital asset transactions. What are blockchains? So basically he tried to say that HBAR is not using blockchains. So she puts an article here that says, Swift has already successfully demonstrated it can transfer tokenized value across public and private blockchains. Bam! So then from there, then they come back with, okay, Lisa is the director of Swift right here, so you guys see that. Now, it's probably, I'm going to have to go to like my likes on this one to kind of break it down exactly how it went. Because she actually comes back and says, okay. No, my likes didn't update to my computer. I'm going to have to refresh this because I was liking it on my iPad. It's actually a really good debate here. Not debate. It's just interesting how people try to shine on other people's news. And that was one of the things I really didn't like about Twitter that much. But we'll talk about Telcoin in one moment also. Okay. So she basically says right here, she says, listen, I covered this also. Chainlink and Swift. Done there, been there, done that. The future of finance, Chainlink bridges Swift ISO 20022. Chainlink acts as a bridge. She's like, okay, no problem. We've covered that. Calm down.
Down to Chainlink's platform, down to Swift, back up. One full circle. Once the information comes back down, Swift Transaction Manager once again will trigger a payment initiation, or you will call it a payment request. For all the ISO 20022 buffs out there, this is the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 message that goes down.
So basically, Chainlink is directly involved with Swift, and doing the research on this one, it seems like Chainlink actually is a main player in Swift also. There's one more video I want you guys to see. It's actually a really, really good video. Is it? Okay, I think it's going to be the first original video that I said was a good video. Oh my God, let me see. Guys, this is also going to be my morning video for my live stream this morning, so make sure you smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. It means the world. I'm going to have to see one thing here. The one video the guy puts on there to explain it in detail is actually a really good video also, even though he's trying to shine on Angelica's news. And maybe I won't show his video actually. So basically he puts a video on there to prove that Chainlink is a major player on HBAR, which she put the information on there that says, okay, I covered this also. Yes, Chainlink does utilize, Swift does utilize Chainlink also. Did I bring the video up right here? No, this is going to take me to the original article, I believe. Yeah, Swift made groundbreaking announcement right there. So guys, so from there I'm going to go into the price of HBAR really quick. Today HBAR is at 24 cents. Now you guys remember HBAR traded sideways at 4 cents forever, and we did all the research in 2023, 2020. It's always been around 4 cents. There's 1 cent right there in 2019, 0.015. That's 1 cent. Now today it's 24 cents. But what I'm here to say is if you look at the HBAR, which is the total supply is only 50 billion HBAR. There's a total supply of Ripple of 100 billion Ripple, XRP. So, and XRP is at $3. There's only 50 billion HBAR. I think HBAR can easily go between $6 and $9. And with the partnerships and the utility that HBAR has, even if you go to the website here, which we haven't covered in quite some years, and I hope this video is going to go up because a lot of times I have to record this video twice because it only records my audio, not the video. World Asset Tokenization for Financial Institutions. HBAR enables seamless tokenization of world digital assets at scale. Now the partnerships always have been ridiculous. There's Chainlink with HBAR. Of course, HBAR and Chainlink are working together. IBM right there, Standard Chartered, Google, BitGo. I mean, these names are ridiculous. HBAR has always had a ton of ridiculous partnerships. WorldPay, Standard Bank. So guys, I'm here to tell you, I would definitely have some HBAR in the bag for sure. Now, there's one more article I wanted to cover really quick before we get out of here, because I'm super bullish on Telcoin. Telcoin is my retirement plan. I noticed this news from Angelica right here. Telcoin stable swap. So what's a Telcoin stable swap? How it works in real time. PowerHive customers pay service for local currency. The currency is converted by a Telcoin network into Telcoin stable coins and routed through PowerHive smart contract. The smart contract distributes a portion of the payment as divided into investors' holdings, the PowerHive token. So basically, guys, there's a PowerHive swap in the Telcoin swap. Telcoin PowerHive token registration interest, first of its kind, blockchain powered platform for financing real world energy and mobility assets. So PowerHive is a leading innovator in sustainable energy and electric mobility solutions with over a decade of experience deploying solar microgrids across Africa. So that's really interesting there. Now, another one, you got that right. Shout out to Angelica with the amazing research. Guys, this will be the video for my morning live stream. Can we get 333 thumbs up on this video? And thank you for all that take time to comment. I'll be right behind you on the comments.